How's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here, TD Healthy 2015, bringing you another video. Well, today's video, I have a special announcement that I want to share with you all. If you remember back November of last year, one of my horror room updates, I was talking about this special horror convention that was coming up in Dallas, Texas, that I bought tickets for. Well, I've been waiting eagerly for 6 months. And I'm happy to announce that today marks officially 1 week away from Texas Frightmare. And I cannot tell you guys how excited I am about this. You guys know how much of a horror fan that I am. So back in October of last year, I went to my very first horror convention out here in Minnesota, Crypticon. Never been to something like that before. Don't know why I'm such a big horror fan, but I got to tell you, it's definitely one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in my life. And while I was there, I was talking to one of the vendors, and he started telling me about Texas Frightmare, this big event that is held in Dallas every year. And this is their 11th year doing it. And I went home and kind of read into it, researched, found out about it. And I seen the whole lineup of celebrities for this year. And some of those names that I came across just is what completely sold it for me. I just wanted to, run through what's going to be taking place at this event and who's going to be there and, whose autographs I'm going to get. So there's about 60 plus celebrities that are going to be at this event this year. And I'm pretty excited about pretty much, meeting every single one of them. But something like this definitely is going to cost a lot of money, between autographs and pictures and merchandise and just, we're driving there. Me and my girlfriend are going to be driving to Dallas. I was going to fly, but I found driving to be a little bit cheaper, and plus I really love road trips. My girlfriend's never been on a road trip before, and I haven't been on a road trip to Texas in about 10 years. I've done that a couple times in the past, but it's been about 10 years, so I'm really looking forward to that. So gas, food, I mean, the whole thing is going to be really expensive, so as I went through the entire list of celebrities who are going to be there, I definitely narrowed it down to about half or so, maybe a little less. So about 25, 30 celebrities is who I chose to get autographs from and things like that. So I'm going to kind of run through it with you one at a time and tell you all the celebrities that I plan on getting autographs from and pictures and things like that. But like I said, I'm so excited. I researched in the past Texas Frightmares and seen a lot of the celebrities that have been there before. And boy, I got to tell you, I wish I would have known about this before, because the people that I would have met and the autographs I would have gotten just would have been so cool. But I do plan on trying to go to this thing every single year. So, as we move forward, I definitely plan on getting a lot more autographs and hoping that a lot of these other people that have been there before will return. And a lot of them do come back. So really looking forward to it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to, kind of, like I said, tell you guys one by one who's going to be at this event and whose autographs I'm going to be getting. Okay, so the first group of actors I'm gonna go through with you is going to be the a lineup of cast members from the 1981 classic Halloween 2. Pretty excited about who's going to be there. There's a lot of different actors I've always wanted to meet from the Halloween series. Donald Pleasance being one of them. He played Dr. Loomis in 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Unfortunately, he passed away many years ago. So rest in peace to him. Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously would love to meet her. She being the main character of the series, other than Michael Myers. She's a very big actress. Who knows if I'll ever get to meet her? Who knows if she'll ever be out to one of these events? But you never know. But anyway, there are some pretty cool people from Halloween 2 that are going to be there. And the first one that I'm going to meet from Halloween 2, of course, Dick Warlock, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. Out of the actors who have played Michael Myers, the only one I've ever met is George Wilbur, who played him in Part 4 and Part 6. I got him back in the day to sign my Michael Myers mask, and what I decided to do is have Dick Warlock sign my Michael Myers mask. I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of try to get, if I can, to get every single one of the actors who played the character to sign my mask. I thought that'd be really cool. So that's my plan with him, is to get him to sign my Michael Myers mask. I seen a couple of Texas Frightmares ago. Nick Castle was at Texas Frightmare, which would be amazing to meet him. He of course being the first actor to wear the mask in Halloween Part 1. He was there a couple years ago. Hopefully he'll return at one day to this event. But we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, Dick Warlock, excited to meet him. Going to get his autograph on the mask. Of course, Charles Cyphers, who played Sheriff Lee Brackett from Halloween 2, was also Annie Brackett's dad. Annie Brackett being Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode. Her best friend in the movie was Annie Brackett, daughter of the sheriff. So he was kind of announced recently. One of the other cast members dropped out, Leo Rossi. He was one of the characters from the hospital that ended up getting killed in the hot tub scene. But he dropped out and Charles Cyphers came in, which I thought was cool. Definitely I would have preferred to meet him for sure, the sheriff. But anyway, yeah, so excited about meeting him. So the next one, Lance Guest, who played Jimmy Lloyd in Halloween 2. He was one of the EMTs that ended up bringing Laurie Strode to the hospital at the beginning. Kind of liked her, kind of had a crush on her. Felt sorry for her, things like that. So kind of like the love interest of Laurie Strode in Part 2. Yeah, really excited about meeting him. He was definitely kind of a cool character in the movie. Yeah, that should be pretty sweet. So Ana Alicia, not a very big character in the film. She of course played Janet, one of the nurses that ended up getting killed off in the movie. But still, cool to to get to meet her. Pretty much any of these characters from the movies, I'm excited about meeting. But yeah, so yeah, Ana Alicia. Okay, so this actress, Nancy Stevens. I'm definitely excited about meeting her. She, of course, played the nurse Marion Chambers, who played in Part 1, Part 2, and came back in Part 7, H2O, and finally got killed in that one. But, she was like Dr. Loomis's assistant. You first see her at the beginning of Halloween 1 when Michael Myers was escaping from Smith's Grove. She was in the car there with Dr. Loomis when Michael Myers, like I said, was escaping. Then you see her in Part 2, who of course is the one that was explaining the story to Dr. Loomis that Laurie Strode is Michael's other sister, and then sadly we see her character get killed off in Part 7. But cool that they had her come back for Part 7. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting her. She's definitely one of the one of the ones I'm more excited about. And of course, last, Nancy Loomis. Nancy Loomis was a big actor in the first one. She actually got killed in the first one. She was, like I told you before, Annie Brackett, which was Laurie Strode's best friend in the film, who got killed in Part 1. Part 2, she's in it, but she's in it for what they call a corpse cameo. So it's kind of funny, you could just see her dead body as they're taking her out of the house. And then, of course, Sheriff Lee Brackett, sees his daughter dead and, definitely goes into shock. But, yeah, so not a big actor from Halloween 2, just that quick little scene there, but still important character to the franchise, and definitely excited about getting to meet her. So there you have it, a pretty sweet lineup from Halloween 2. Obviously, there'd be more that I thought would be cool to to get, but like I said, hopefully over time I'll get to meet the others, just to kind of complete things. So, but anyway, so my plan now is I went and I bought a brand new Halloween 2 poster, and I'm going to have every one of them sign that, including Dick Warlock. Even though I'm having Dick Warlock sign the mask, I got to have him on the poster as well. So, yeah, I'm going to have all 6 of them sign the Halloween 2 poster. And also, another thing is I'll a lot of these celebrities, when you purchase their autograph, majority of them will allow you to take a selfie with them, things like that. Well, what I decided to do with the Halloween group is I'm actually, they also have these photo ops that you can buy, and I purchased a photo op with all 6 of them. So it's gonna be kind of cool that I'm gonna actually be in a picture with all 6 cast members from the Halloween 2 lineup. So definitely going to be pretty awesome. So moving right along, I'm going to go ahead and get into the next group who I'm going to meet. That, of course, being the 1996 film Scream. I am so excited about these actors that I'm going to meet from this movie. I absolutely love the Scream movies. Always been a fan of them, all 4 of them. You know, even the last one I really like. Just a big fan. And last year, Nev Campbell and, you know, of course, who plays Sydney in every movie, and Jamie Kennedy, who played Randy in part 1, 2, and then the video camera in part 3, video cameo in part 3, were both there last year, and would have been so cool to meet them. Hopefully, they come back. But there are 4 really awesome characters from this franchise that are going to be there, and the first being, yes, David Arquette. I just, when I seen his name announced, I was just blown away. Cannot wait to meet him. You know, not just, you know, I mean, obviously he's Deputy Dewey Riley from, you know, all 4 Scream films, but you know, he's played in a lot of other films. You know, I really like, you know, Ready to Rumble, Eight-Legged Freaks, his you know, one of his very first films, if not the first, being Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that movie. So really cool to meet him. Definitely a really big actor. So just kind of goes to show you, you know, that Texas Frightmare does get some pretty big actors, and, you know, at their events. And who knows the kind of people I'm going to meet in the future. But David Arquette, awesome. Matthew Lillard, you know, he was the first Scream actor that they had already announced when I first found out about the event. You know, him, of course, being playing Stu Macher, which was one of the, you know, the killers in the movie, the Ghostface killer. And I was so excited about find out about him. And then I remember thinking, wouldn't that be so cool if they announced the other Ghostface killer? Yeah, Skeet Ulrich. You know, it's so cool. I thought, like, God, you know, now I got Matthew Lillard, the very first Ghostface killer. You know, God, that'd be awesome if the second one, Skeet Ulrich, was announced, and I could meet both of them from, you know, the first 2 killers ever in Scream, and they announce them. You know, so awesome. You know, Skeet Ulrich, of course, played Billy Loomis, which was Sydney's boyfriend in the film, and then, you know, ends up being one of the 2 killers. So yeah, so cool. Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, the 2 original Ghostface killers, awesome. And there you go. The last character from Scream that they announced, Rose McGowan. Rose McGowan, I mean, what an awesome announcement. I can't wait to meet her. She was Deputy Dewey Riley's little sister, Sydney's best friend in the film Tatum Riley. She, of course, is famous for the garage door death scene from Scream, you know, getting killed in the garage door. But yeah, so cool. Can't wait to meet her. Gonna be awesome. She's so gorgeous. Can't wait to meet her. Can't wait to meet all these characters from Scream. So there you have it. The whole lineup of Scream cast members, David Arquette, Matthew Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, Rose McGowan. So what I'm going to do with them now is, of course, going to get all 4 of them to sign my Scream poster, and also purchase a photo op with them. So I'm going to be in a picture with all 4 characters from Scream. You know, originally, like I told you, the very first character ever that they announced from Scream was Matthew Lillard, and originally I was going to have him sign my Scream mask. Now, you know, I thought about it, found out they announced Skeet Ulrich, and then I was like, oh, cool, and I'll get both of them to sign that. But I decided against it because the Scream mask that I have, you know, I got the tag still on it. It says Scream 4 on it. You know, they weren't in the Scream 4, and the mask is kind of cheap to begin with anyways. It's like a $5 mask. So I just, you know, I decided forget that. I'll just get their autographs on the poster, just, you know, be good with that. So, yeah. So, yeah, Scream, one of my favorite all-time horror movies, and I'm going to get to meet all 4 of them. Keep our fingers crossed that next year Nev Campbell and Jamie Kennedy comes back, and then who knows, Courtney Cox, Drew Barrymore, maybe.